EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken at its 4.
All right.
Solid return, pretty good field
come in and close the door.
Start at the 32
the last person close the door. Y'all go change. Y'all brought y'all chains and clothes?
Yeah, there.
All right, get y'all chains and clothes.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. I haven't seen you play that game in a long time.
Leo. He's checking. Hey, Wahoo. He's coming. X3. 218.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill. Watch twist. Hey. Smooth. Check, 6 guys.
Now Joe Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, Sue.
Switch gears. 44. Let's go. 44. Let's go, B.
And he's got room. A big-time play there on 3rd and 9.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, Kennedy.
Yeah,
you turn that water off outside.
2nd and 8.
Put some shoes on it. All right.
36. Check 37. No. Watch out. Switch.
On the ball. Ready.
Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to get this.
Better get out that weak-ass defense.
10 yards.
Better get out that weak-ass defense if they ain't going to keep working.
What they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready.
Once we get past that first level, it's a wrap.
Rock it. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Switch! He's coming, Oh.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
80 weapons. Check 52. Deuce. Rush in. Hey, check 24. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. Now.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Kill.
Here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going back to you.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line. Now, you ready?
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Right now, it's a wide 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right there. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 694. I'm coming. What's it? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
No, man, pick that shit.
That's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. You ready?
From midfield, here's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch the safety creep there down.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end,
Good job, boy.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
Hey, y'all need to stop playing. Get out the shower curtain and stop playing.
We done.
And this score will stay right where it is. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox right.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, Mixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alpha. Hey, lock it.
Watch that screen. Watch that screaming. Safety screaming. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, get it.
Now Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing on 2nd down, Carr.
Oh, yeah.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
It's brown. 6-18.
Line 36. Line 36.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun now for Carr.
Pick that shit, man.
Picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it.
Throwing again. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
29. 29.
36. Line 36. You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch 36.
Hey, Wahoo!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
There you go.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone set.
What you about to eat?
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
No, leave it on.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Look at me. Go. Smooth.
Check. Lucky.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hey, dude.
Check the backer.
Watch twist. 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Down. 70. Indy. Leo. Hey, Charlie. Undercrunch.
Mike 5-5.
Go. 5.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Fair.
Check 25.
Hey, Irvin. Greystone, travel.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Watch it. Shoot.
Yo, go.
On first down, Mixon. And the big boys up
How
front.
is no more pizza? And y'all got 2. If y'all got 2 apiece, everybody get 1.
2nd down.
Don't be like that. Ain't no more pizza and y'all got 2 pieces. Shut the hell up. Told y'all about doing shit like that.
Everybody get 2.
If it ain't enough for everybody to get 2, everybody at least get 1.
Everybody got 2.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
1.
Well, warm it up for her.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. SOS.
X3. 218, chop it. Go.
2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
64, weak. Get it.
On 3rd down, Nixon. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense
y'all should have put all the pieces on one plate and warmed it all together and been done with it instead of warming each plate at the same time.
Quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
Protein spill.
They'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Zipper.
Check 13, check 13. Joker, 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 joker. Out, 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 out.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 10 over. 80 weapons.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 43.
Hey, box drop. Now. Move.
And 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Defense.
They'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Boyd.
Pass on 2nd down. Complete to Tyler Boyd. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey.
Keep it up.
Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr.
Yes,
Into a
sir.
double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Alpha.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Go now. 18 Gators. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Hey, high 7.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Go wash your hands, man.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
60 or. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He's checking. Crash. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 24.
Hey, Haywood. Step.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this
Where
stage
you
of
going
the
to
game.
pieces, Greg? Sit down and finish eating. Y'all sit down and finish
Second
eating,
down
baby.
play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sit down and finish eating. They ain't going nowhere.
Then she told me that I have to pay her because she picked the towels and plates out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
58, boys, 58.
Hey, echo.
Heavy on the edges.
Roll out.
Check.
Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 27, Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
And you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Pick.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. the gun. Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Come on, man. Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Reset. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. I'm coming after 93. I'm coming after you. 51 to Mike. I'm coming.
Carr now on first down. He's got it to Williams. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. 51 to Mike.
Carr to throw. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. Went just shy of the marker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Watch the twin. Watch the twin.
Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
You're mine. Mike 51. Down to lose one. Mike 51. Mike 51.
He's back to throw.
You got one.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs.
Let's fucking go.
Not get in. He's going to lose yardage.
Get the fuck off my field.
Back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Good call, Cole. Cornerback blitz.
The offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. We gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this is Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them people score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. From talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me, cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them people score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue punts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, y'all.
see the green light go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints of rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no more. You better call back up. I'm really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no more. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no more. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad
like they know me, cause I going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hate, so they sick, acting like they know me, cause I
P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
So I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waistin'. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying they